Friends, welcome back to our channel IT India. In this, we are going to discuss one of the most important topic, and I can say most awaited topic, that is Transformed Wing 1 2022. In this video, we will discuss eligibility criteria for Transformed Wing 1, new reward that we may get in this, and will previous reward continue. That is, if you are already on high talent profile, you had cleared TCS direct capability assessment, then will you continue to get your reward, or it will be revoked and you have to qualify for this Transformed Wing 1? And what will be the price for innovator profile? We will discuss all these things in this video. So first of all, what is Transformed Wing 1? You must be aware that TCS used to conduct DCA, that is direct capability assessment, and TSLP, that is T-shaped learning program. But now they have merged both these things and have concluded one standard path, and that will be known as Transformed Wing 1, and it will be conducted 3 times throughout the year. First will be May, second will be August, and third will be November. And now we will talk about reward. Multi-fold reward will be provided to the candidate who will qualify Transformed Wing 1. First one will be superior brand identity. Superior brand identity will be given to every candidate who will qualify. Financial reward, as you may be aware that it was also given in DCA and TSLP, and it will be given in this also. And career progression will also be given to the qualifying candidate. And this is the new thing, because in DCA and TSLP no such thing was given. And now what is career progression? Career progression here means high value roles with higher responsibility as per associate aspiration. They will continuously assess your performance and your skills and will give you the roles that suits you much better. But here I want to highlight one more point, that your possibility of getting role will not depend only on your skill. It will also depend on business need, as they have clearly mentioned here. So you can get your preferred role that you are aspiring for if there is business need. And now what has changed due to Transformed Wing 1? First one, reduction in curriculum. Curriculum has significantly reduced if we compare with the curriculum of TSLP, because there was so much content and modules in TSLP. Eligibility A or B band, grade C1 below candidates. So you will be eligible for this if you have A or B band, and you must be the employee of grade C1 or below than that. Reduced learning hours. So here your learning hours will be reduced, and I will tell you the number of learning hours from which it has reduced and to which it has reduced. No interview. This time there will be no interview in Transformed Wing 1, as there was interview every time after qualifying the assessment which was conducted in direct capability assessment. Now reduced number of milestone. So number of milestone will also be reduced, and I hope you know that number of milestone for Smart and Ninja profile was 6, and now it has reduced to 2. Number of milestone for digital profile was 5, and now it has reduced to 1. So if you are working in Ninja profile or Smart profile, you have to do just 2 milestone, and if you are in digital profile, you have to do just 1 milestone. After that, choose from a plethora of tracks. 18 TSLP track will be there and 21 DCA will be there. So you can choose from such a high number of tracks, and I will mention all these tracks of DCA also. I will try in this video, and if not possible then I will make part 2 for this video. No restriction on attempts. So there will be no restriction of attempt. You can attempt the same as many times as you want. Redesigned assessment process. So here they have redesigned the assessment process. Earlier in the assessment, a lot of candidates faced many issues, but this time every candidate will be familiar already with the platform, and he or she can easily code or easily do the things that he or she want or he or she is asked to do. Now TSLP technology curriculum transformation, learning path and direct path. So this time you cannot go directly to attend the final prepared assessment. You have to complete one of these 2 paths, either learning path or direct path. Let us first consider learning path. Course completion. You have to complete few certain courses and a hands-on assessment. You have to do both these things, course completion and hands-on assessment. This hands-on assessment will be in between the course. So you have to complete, and after completion of both course completion and hands-on completion, you will be able to attend the final prepared assessment. And if you qualify it, you will be eligible to get the reward. No interview will be there, as I have already told you. Now direct path. If you have completed your learning already and you are confident and you think you are proficient, you can directly attempt the hands-on, and after completing the hands-on, you can attend directly the final prepared assessment. And obviously, if you qualify final product assessment, you will be eligible for the reward. Now, TSLP Business Skill Curriculum Transformation. We will here see the transformation that has occurred in business skills. Learning hours have reduced from 60 to 40 hours. So there will be just 40 hours. So here is the reduction of 20 hours in this curriculum. Learning modules have reduced from 10 to 6. So instead of 10, you have to complete just 6 modules. B1, B7, B8, B9 have been removed from the curriculum. Learning path and direct path, I have already told you about it. Articulation curriculum transformation. So there are few transformation in articulation curriculum also. Learning hours have reduced from 53 to 40 hours. So here is the reduction of 30 hours. So here is the reduction of 13 hours. Here will be just 40 hours instead of 53 hours. A5 has been removed from the curriculum. So there will not be A5 in your curriculum. Webinars are optional. And it must be the great relief to many candidates that webinars are not mandatory this time. These are optional. Now A1, commence direct assessment, and the ID for this assessment will be 11933. A2, AOA certification, ID will be 13350. A3, CEGT certification, ID will be 14835. A4, express right assessment, ID will be 70490. A6, and here I am not talking about A5, I am directly coming to A6, as I have already told you that this time A5 has been excluded from the curriculum. TWB T1 certification. So ID for this will be 148005. And great news here is, if you fail in any of these courses, you can reattempt the same. And you can reattempt as many times as you want. And here important point is that if you are already proficient in these courses, you can complete all these in maximum 6 hours. And in addition to all these things, I want to clear few more points. Previous distinction will be considered. If you have already made distinction in any of the courses, that will still be considered. Continue to do milestone. It may be little bit confusing for you, but give a minute, I will explain it. It is only for high talent. If you are already high talent and you are getting incentive already, then what should you do? You have to keep one thing in mind, that all the milestones that are required for digital profile, you have to complete them, and they will assess this in May. So you have to complete all the milestones that are mandatory for high talent profile till May. And if they are not completed till May, then your incentive may be discontinued. So you have to be careful for that. And if you have already completed them, then there is nothing to worry for you. You will get your incentive continuously. And now, innovator incentive. How much will be the incentive for innovator profile? It will be equal to the total of all milestones that you have done. And in India, it is approximately 2.5 lakh. What is innovator coding challenge? It is coding challenge just like hackathon, and it is from T1 to T7. I can be eligible for innovator coding challenge. So you are eligible for innovator coding challenge if you are already digital cadre. You must be from off-campus digital drive, or maybe you have qualified Wing 1. But you must be digital cadre through any way. And if you are digital cadre, you are eligible for innovator coding challenge. But if you are not, then you are not eligible for innovator coding challenge. So friends, this was all in this video, and few points are still pending in this video. I will make part 2 and you can refer the same to get more clarification about Transformed Wing 1. So guys, this was all in this video. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe our channel IT India 2.0. I have recently started this channel IT India 2.0. So you all must subscribe that channel also.